Hey kids, power's back. We'll get right into it. Keep going here. And get back to where we were. We were trying to read a text file. That's what we're trying to do. Trying to get that text file, get in there. A little loud here in the volume, dropping it down just a little bit there. That looks better. Yeah, trying to get a text file here. Found this. This looks like the path I want to go here, right here, to read that text file in. Someone's going to grab that, copy it, put it in over here. I've got this method called read offsets here. So at this point, we've got all the text coming in. Call this file name. Like that. And then we got to read all that text. When this comes in, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a just console log sending out the all text. We'll see that, hopefully. Read offsets file name. So the file name coming in should be this file name right here. Although down here, I want to do this, I think. I want to do like that. Pretty sure that's going to work. Hopefully that'll work. So now let's do this. Let's go into our... Wait, we're back! We're back. Ah, he got me again! Pudding! I miss Roy already. It's true. I miss him already. Okay, so we've got read offsets now. Let's go over here. Let's load it up and we'll see if we can see that in the console. All right, come back. All right, what's the console look like? What's this? It's responded with the file not found. Okay, so it sounds like the file is not being found. That's what it looks like we're getting. Let's see what the file name is, I guess. Let's do this. Whoops. Let's make this the full file name. Let's put it there. Okay, let's do that. Let's refresh this. It says not found. Let's check it out. I think it's missing part of the path. So this is the assets folder right here. Yeah, it looks like it needs to go into Dragon H. And then weapons. So asset folder. That's going to be the deal we're going to need to specify here. So let's come in here and let's get the asset folder / and I think that's going to be happier. Let's see what happens there. Game dev, assets, Dragon H, to forward/s here. So no forward slash there. Okay, let's refresh it. Still nothing. Why isn't it working? Boomerang magic front.offsets. Okay, so let's see why. Do we have that file there? So game dev, assets, Dragon Age, weapons, boomerang, and we're looking for magic front.offsets. That file looks like it's totally there. Boomerang, weapons, Dragon Age, assets, game dev. There's my root. Magic front.offsets. That all looks correct. Why would I get a 404 on a file that actually is there? I noticed down below here there's this file exists. Who's calling this? Nobody? Nobody's calling file exists. Slave creations! Look at that killer moon coming out. Welcome, Flame Creations. Yeah, I don't know. My latest puzzle is why am I getting this get error right here on a path that looks correct, and the file name looks correct as well. There. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's all looking the same to me. That all looks the same to me. I wonder if it's possible to get a 404 not found in a different circumstance. In other words, there's some sort of authorization or something like that that's required. And I presume I have to call the send call here to make this whole thing work. Is that true? XML HTTP request. Maybe let's learn about this. Maybe here. Okay. Typescript returns 404 even though the file is there. What could cause that? Look at this. I don't quite understand this. Isn't there also a source page here? Game dev, assets, Dragon Age, weapons, boomerang. Do I only have PNGs? If I only have PNGs, that would explain it. Okay, I've only got PNGs here. Okay, so it looks like I do need something along these lines in this URLs line right here, apparently. Let's see if we can make that work. I've never used URLs before. I think we just want, well, no, I don't see URLs used anywhere down here. I wonder if URLs is a magic thing. Wait. URLs is referring to code up above. App equals web application URLs globals app run. Oh yeah, that's not going to help me. What else? See, it's not going to work in Chrome. It's working in Chrome now. So nobody else is talking about the 404 error on this page. Typescript, add a file to I don't know, to the project. Not helpful. Coding Gorilla, maybe just in time. Coding Gorilla, just the person I wanted to talk to. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of a late show. I was doing it earlier, and then we had a power outage, and it just came back. So yeah, this is part 2. Let me show you what I've got here, and I'm totally thinking you might have some insight into this. I am trying to I'm passing in a file name that has an extension .offsets in here. I'm trying to read it up inside of here. And I get this error right here, basically a 404 on the files not found. Right here, over in this space. Can I zoom in on that? There we go. That's a little more than I want. Okay, so if you look at this, it's basically nailing it. There's www-root there, game dev, assets, Dragon Age, weapons, boomerang, that's the folder, then boomerang.offsets. Which is right there. The file name matches. I keep moving my eyes back and forth, but I confirmed it. It gives me a 404 not found. The file is there. If we go over into sources though, and we list the sources, it's not listed here. Only the PNG files are here. Are you using IIS or IIS Express? I don't know how to tell. How would I tell which one of those I'm using? So basically then I get, oh, this should be an async call, it looks like, right here. I'll file that open. Is there an open async? No, is there an async I can put up at the top? No, that doesn't look like it's doing anything good. Or a wait, I'm not sure. I'm sure how to do this. Well, IIS you would have had to install or activate in Windows. IIS Express will show up in the system tray. Let's see what I got in my system tray. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, and nope. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in the system tray. So I've ruled out system tray. So we're going to say it's IIS. That's what we'll do. So this should have the IIS Manager console. Let's see what I can type in. Well, if I go into Windows and I type in IIS, I just have suggestions for searching something. So there's no console piece up that I'm able to see here when I type in, when I hit the Windows key and type in IIS. Yeah, just search results is giving me, it's not giving me any app on my, any app that I can start up. So maybe I'm back to using IIS Express. Yeah, if I hit IIS, there's nothing that gets me locally. Just search work and web are my options. What's running the HTTPS endpoint? I'm not sure. As I recall, this whole thing was set up when I knew nothing about all this, and I think Brendan helped me out. How can I find that out is my question. Is it an option of my project? Is it my project properties, maybe? Go to the Debug tab. IIS Express. And that's how I find out. Yeah, so my question is, how do I add those files, I think, to this list so I don't get the 404 error? You need to add a MIME type for the offsets. File extension. Go to in the web config. IS won't serve up anything it does not have a MIME mapping for. Okay, web config. Where's that going to be? Let's see what I can find in here. Web.config. Not seeing anything. No results there. Star.config. I got app.config. Does that count? You might not have one. You might need to make one. Okay. So let's figure that out. We're going to make it here where the www root is, I would imagine, right? The web.config somewhere in here. So we have to create that. Let's see, do we have a web config? Web configuration file. Sweet. All right. First of all, let's confirm I'm in the right space, right? It needs to be inside the root of my project, not here, inside there, I'm assuming. And I need a MIME type here. All right, let's go see if I can figure that out. Get some help on that. Adding custom file types to web.config. Okay, at the root folder website. Okay, so we'll move that over there. Okay. So it's in the static content section. Do I have that yet? Nope. System.web server. Looks like it needs that too. Offsets, and it's text is all it is. I'm not sure if that's enough there. MIME type text. What do we got there? You can just hit the MIME type to text /plain. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Plain, like that. Okay, good. Let's move this to the right spot. Okay. Is that enough? Let's try refresh over here. Refresh. Still not found. Unfortunately, let's try a to cache hardware load. Still not found. Same errors right there. Let's see if the elements are now, if there's any change here. Inside game dev, assets, Dragon Age, weapons, boomerang. Yeah, it's only getting these pieces right here. It's not getting the other text files. The offset files that are in there. Magicback.offsets, boomerang.offsets, magicfront.offsets. Just try moving it back. Do I need to rebuild this? Maybe that's an issue here because I have not rebuilt this since I put this in here. Maybe the web config is something I need to handle there. I guess we'll give that a shot. Just gotta shut things down and bring them back in. We'll do that. It's hard to say. Depends on how it's all set up. All right. So we'll assume that that's the case. I'm gonna shut some things down here. Might see some more fanfares. Close, close, close. All right, let's rebuild. So we feel good about this location here, right? It's not like I should maybe also copy it down into Overlay Manager, put it there instead. Just to make sure that that's good. I did not think reading a file that's out there that we know the path to would take so much work. Let's try to figure out how to do that in Typescript JavaScript. Okay, it's building. I'm just looking at the progress bar right down there. Zoom that up nice and big. Usually www root is, well, the www root folder, so it makes sense. Okay, good. How are we doing? Still going? Oh, it's build succeeded. Okay, build has succeeded. Let's start up the other apps again. Overlay Manager coming up. Mr. Announcer Bot starting up. And the Dungeons & Dragons app is starting up. Need to refresh. Bring the drone game in one more time. Okay. All right, let's go back over here. Now see if does that make any difference at all? Empty cache reload. Nope, still not found, unfortunately. I'm not getting those in there. And if I go into Boomerang and open it up, yeah, it's not seeing those right there. We're trying to read them. If you go to the Network tab, examine the response to those requests. It might give us a hint. Oh, right. Right. I could also then put in maybe more data on that response. Let's see if we can find it. I'm looking for, this is in part.js, I guess. Can I sort these by name? Okay. Part.js. This is just, I think, loading the file up is what I think that is. I guess I'm looking instead for Boomerang. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay. So that says the server's Kestrel, not II Express. That means my reaction is something different than my response is. I'm sorry, not response, but what I need to do to fix this is not a web config, I take it. That's what where does it say Kestrel in here? Oh, there it is right there. Okay. Okay. I take it this is what I'm searching for. Let me ask you this. If I just change the text, the folder file extension to txt, would everything be okay? Okay. All right, let's do that instead. Problem is I've already got some other ones with a TXT extension. Let's do this. Let's add the word offsets in it as well. We're gonna call this magic back offsets.txt. And do the same thing here. Boomerang offsets.txt. And this one I want to change to offsets.txt. Like that. Okay. So now I've got the different names. That's super interesting. So does that project have a startup.cs file? I don't know. Yes, it does. That's what it looks like. Let's change the code so we can get the piece we want. If you let me know if you want me to do something like, should I delete the web config now? I take it. Whoa, link. So this I just put inside here. And do I put it in the configure? Looks like it's configure is where it's going to go. With an app, use static files. There. Now, what's my WR provider, my TP provider? I think I only need my WR provider. I think I want this. That's what I think I want, like that. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I get this. I'm going to just comment this out for right now, though, because I think I'm okay with the other solution because it's simpler and faster and get me moving. Consider serve unknown file types is true. All right, let's uncomment this a second just so I get this. I don't need the composite provider. Don't necessarily probably need that, we don't think, and that. We just do this. All right, I guess we'll try this for now. See if that works. Just there. Let's go rename these back. Maybe just copy them instead. what's happening here? Dot offsets. Do I have 2 of these? No, looks like I got 2 of these. What did I get at the front already? I have boomerang and magic front offsets. Magic front offsets, I guess I don't need that. I just need this other one. So I just think that's just an extra? Okay. Okay, today we learned that we can't just load any file we want to load. Let's see if that solves the problem. I'm going to need to rebuild this. So shutting everything down again. Shut down, rebuilding. Yeah, no, I get it. It's for my own safety. I totally get that it's a security related. Makes sense. And now the cool thing is at least I have some strategies on how to get around it. Right? All right, build succeeded. Start them up. Start up the pieces again. All right. Refresh. 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 Drone game. Refresh. Okay. Did we start up the Dungeons and Dragons app? I'm not seeing that coming up. I may not have hit the button hard enough. Okay, hit it hard enough that time. See, now it looks like that's coming up. Okay, back over here now. Let's see what we got. Ooh, there you go. Data's up. That's good. Sweet. Thank you, Coding Gorilla. As usual, saving the day.
Awesome! Awesome contribution!
It did. The fact that this data is here instead of errors is indicating that it's actually getting the offsets. Yeah, Coding Gorilla is Rory 0.5. I don't know. I would say like Rory 1.2. Don't tell Rory I said that. There you go. There you go. All right, that's what I'm talking about. All right, cool. So now we got the data coming in. Now we just got to get everything in the right place. Sweet. Now I know how to do that with Kestrel. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I can delete the web config. We all agree, right? Save to right click and say delete. That's what I want to know. Tell me what you think on that. Next, we got to figure out, get the whole thing to work. So if you've just joined us, here's what's happening. We built a cropping tool that takes all of our big images and it crops them. Simultaneous to cropping, there we go, just deleted it. In addition to cropping it, it generates this text file out here with the offsets extension. Let's see. Where's my open with? Open with. More apps. No notepad? Come on. There it is right there. Notepad. Always use this. All right, sweet. So now do we get a preview when we click it? No preview, but we do get the code. So this is what's inside the offsets. Basically one line that says, hey, from the left side we cropped 111 pixels and from the top we cropped out 219 for that guy. That's the first one. Second one is this frame. That's how it is. Pretty simple file format. Not really extensible, not really human readable, but that's what's going on. So we're loading that data in. Next, we have to parse it and assign it to something and use it. That's what we're going to write now and to make all this work. So let's go bring up part.ts. Here's where we get the file coming in here. I think we're going to go with like a split. And I'm going to try a /n on that. Don't have any limit. And let's declare a new local for that. Something like that, I think. It's going to be constant, and this is going to be all lines. And then for each line in there. Yeah, that clip's not good. Not good, Pudding. Not good. You're just getting me in trouble again. All right, so each line there, which is going to be a string, we now want to do something similar where we're going to say the line dot split on the comma. Like that, and we're going to get something similar to this. It is good. It's good. And this is going to be coordinates. Should get 2 of these coming back. You all know Rory's a superstar, though. Hey, look, it's we definitely know it's not me, kids. It's you guys and Rory and Fred and Karen, everybody else, the superstar here. Rory does have that cool British accent that just oozes credibility, doesn't it? Okay. All right, so now we're getting the coordinates here. This is going to be my X and my Y. And I think it's going to look, the code's going to look something like this. I'm going to have a X. Maybe I shouldn't call it X. We'll go ahead and we'll do it for now. So coordinates of 0 dot trim. We're going to put a plus in front of that. And we're going to maybe also do some sort of safety check here and say, hey, if coordinates dot length is equal to 2, then we got some data that we're considering good. Yeah, that's why he's cool, dude. And we're just pawns. Yeah, it doesn't matter that we're pawns, people. It doesn't. Hey, there's my daughter. How you doing? I'm pretty good. Did you have a good Easter?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Constant, that is this going to be inferred? No, just unused. Okay, yeah. Let's do the same thing with Y. And that's going to be there. And let's just see if we're getting here. Let's make sure that this code is working well. So let's do a console log. Actually, let's do it like this. And we're going to just spit out the coordinates here. This is going to be X. And then we're going to spit out Y right there, like that. So let's save that. And refresh. Inspect. Console. There you go. Is this? Yep. There it is right there. Sorry. Cool. So that looks like that's working. Good, good. All looks really good. Okay, good, cool. Next, we need to have an array for all the frames is what we need. And we need to kind of create that array, something along those lines right about here. And that's going to be an array of points, which I'm pretty sure I've already got in here as a type inside of this. So we'll call this I think I'm going to call it frame offsets. And that's going to be a point I want pointer 0.2D. I think this is special. So I recall I made this. Okay, not very big or detailed, so I'll take it. So it's a point, its frame offset is a 0.2D array. I think I want to, in the constructor, I want to initialize this. So no matter what piece we're loading up, we're going to initialize that equals, I forget, is it the same syntax as C#? 0.2D, and then pass in the frame count. That's what I want it to look like in C#. This dot frame offsets. Oops, I'm totally thinking I'm in the indentation tricked me there. Okay, that's what I'm looking for right there. They don't have sizes, but I want to be able to, what happens if I offset by, what happens if I do something like, 4? What's that going to come back with? Is the question. I need it to come back with 0 if I haven't built it yet. And I'm also thinking I want to do this. I don't want to depend on anything being inside of it. I want it to be an int array, and I want it to be frame offsets X. Sorry, number array, and frame offsets Y like that. All right. So I just do this. No counting. But again, I'm like, what happens if I access an element that's not an array? Is it going to be 0 or null? I don't know. I was hoping to have code that would just be the same no matter what if I had just flooded it with zeros. Well, I guess I can still flood it with zeros. I can just do it by calling push X number of times, right? Like something like this. I guess this is how I fill it with zeros. Yeah, if you try to access an element that doesn't exist, you get undefined. I want it to have zeros because I just want code to be simple. Is what I wanted to do. So these by default, these offsets are all like this. And then I want to come down here and I want to say this dot frame offsets. Oops, we don't have a this in here. That should fix that. Am I not seeing my frame offsets in here? There they are. Interesting. Frame offsets dot push X, and then do the same for Y. Okay, so we're good there, and good there. That gets all my frame offsets in. Okay. Let's see what happens if we refresh this and load up right now without any changes. That appending it to the stuffed array you created. Oh, right. That's it. Perfect. That just saved me a lot of mess. Thank you. Thank you. Good spot again. Good call. Okay. So I want to bring up the boomerang in this one in the back. The one in the front's probably going to be wrong, but I just want to zoom out and let's see just how bad it looks here. Working. Okay, boomer. I don't even see it anywhere on screen. It's... Why would it not be on the screen? Nothing in the console, right? No errors? Doesn't look like any errors. It's just this one warning. I guess more errors would show up there. So no errors. Why isn't it painting it? It's not expecting this. Let me refresh the cache here that we're hearing the sound to. Yeah, nothing should have changed there as far as I can see. Other than the files are completely the wrong sizes now. They're all different sizes, but that shouldn't make a difference. Right, these used to be all pretty big files right here. Oh, wait. I think I know what's happening here. I think the problem is in the first file loaded. That's my theory. The first file loaded is to figure out its width and height. And so the first one normally was like this giant right here. I could take this, copy this, come down here, paste this. Oh, we have this other problem that, well, no, wait, I can paste this. Let's try replacing it. Actually, let's hold on a second. Let's take this one and rename this old PNG. And then now let's try to paste it. So now there's that. Let's go into boomerang offset. Change the first one to 0, 0. Save that. And try to refresh on here. Nothing. Kim Cut just walked into the room. She's in the room. Still nothing showing up. You're showing up. Thought that might help it.
3 plus 7.
I think we're going to have to go to the load on demand and see what's going on with that to see what's happening. We're not using these in terms of where to put things. My thoughts on this is now that we have the offsets, we're going to need to go to where we draw by index here, and where we were messing with the offset X and Y, which appears to be right here. That's where we need to make the change. Yeah, right here. Here's where we need to get it. So we would say plus this frame offsets X of whatever the frame index is. There it is right there. Frame index. There. So this should change no other code. I don't think this is going to fix the bug. Doesn't make any sense. We should still see something. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So we need to go somewhere else is what we need to go. Okay. Load on demand.
11 plus 7. That's a hit.
Load on demand is in this property
6
called
bludgeoning damage.
images. Got load images here. Load only one. On image loaded. We're going to call that. Hold on. On image loaded. Can I tap the next reference on it now? Good, I can. So here's where we're coming and saying sprite width and sprite height based on the first one we load. By replacing that one boomerang out there, that should have correctly set that. Then we're calling it the onloaded func, which is where? That's passed in. Does it always load image 0 first? It does. Yeah, it does. Because it just needs to know its height and width. The problem is that I'm not actually storing how much I'm cropping off of the right and the bottom, which is needed to figure out what its actual height and width should be. So I've kind of got that problem as well, but I kind of thought, well, I'll work around that problem by just kind of doing this. Now I haven't done the same thing with the magic yet, and that's also involved in this animation. So I suppose I could do that as well. By coming in here, I guess I'll just do a rename on this. Magic back dash old, like this. And then go grab magic front dot old. Wait, why did that rename occur? Oh yeah, it did. Okay, sorry. Just look at it carefully. Magic front right there. Do the same thing here. Boom. Then go grab out of my backup folder. Grab that one. And grab that one. Copy them both. Come down here and paste. And there they are. So now I've got the large ones there. So everyone's got a big normal size one. I don't think this is going to make any difference at all either in why we're not seeing this. There's something curious going on. Wait, what's happening over here now? That's the property frame index of undefined. What did I just do? What's your line number? The time and date panel? We have another problem that started before this, I think. Bind is not defined. Ah, okay, good. 211 in part. Gotcha. Okay, save that, reload. Magic back.png not found. Why did I miss that one? Magic back 000. Magic front, where's the other one? Did I not get it? Maybe I didn't copy it. So I'm going to have to figure out in my offsets file how big the original image was and somehow store that so it's height and width in some intelligent location. Okay, now empty cache and hard reload. All right, let's bring up the boomerang. Still nothing. No errors, no imagery. If I choose a different weapon, though, do I see that? The dagger. I don't see the dagger either. We've destroyed all the weapons. Okay, now I'm just plain out confused. But we're seeing other animations. We haven't destroyed all the animations. Just the weapon animations. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Right? No errors in the console. Got all the images. I'm not seeing the offset files, but we had indications earlier that the offsets were... I'm not seeing the offsets listed here. We got indications that those were being loaded. Just on screen a second ago. Yeah. So no problem there. That all is loaded up correctly. What's changed? So we have that. Serve unknown file types is true. We've added true to these three calls here for boomerang, loading the boomerang. Supercropped is false. Just added an additional parameter there. Passing that in here to add weapon. Add weapon, just simply when we create the sprites, passes in supercrop. Now we are passing in null and null before when we weren't. And before new sprites. Let's go look at new sprites. I don't think this is the problem, but maybe. Let's roll the dice here so we get this out of my face.
5 minus 1.
All right, so we have a problem here with the declaration. So this used to be, I think actually, Coding Girl, if you're still, paying attention to this, this used to look like this, I think, right here. And I had pad file index was false before, and I think before I used to have something that looked like this. I changed it to this morning because I wanted to add one more parameter here, super cropped out at the end here as default. But the error that I'm getting here is default parameter last, default parameters should be last. And I'm just wondering, is there any difference between that and that? Is kind of what I'm wondering. Yeah, I don't think that should make any difference. The onloaded func. On image loaded. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that if you have any. Then we've got all of these sprites constructors all over the place for this. Doesn't feel like that's the problem, but it is something that's changed. Part. We change this to this. We've already seen other images work. It's only the weapons that aren't drawing. Animation style, pad file index. The other thing that's kind of bizarre about this, why aren't the other weapons working? It's really bizarre. I wonder if I start with the other weapons and see if they work. I wonder if it's some state-related issue that happens before. All right, let's go bring up the club. Nothing. Wow.
Seven minus one.
Huh. And I'm like thinking, wait, if there's no code that I'm seeing here that indicates, oh yeah, this is all of a sudden going to create a problem here and why we're not drawing anything out. For example, we could do this. We could say, you know what? Let's not call load boomerang anymore. I don't think that's going to fix us. Let's go find Dragonfurt game. So here's load boomerang. Let's just get out of here and say return. I don't think it's going to have any impact on it. Empty cache, hard reload. Refresh. Bring up a dagger. No dagger being drawn. Nothing being painted. It has no impact. It's not the call from here. It's load new weapon, comes down here. I'll tell you what I suspected. I suspected in wait, hold on. Add weapon. Here we go. Is it possible that I've got anything, these parameters not aligned now all of a sudden in add weapon? Expected frame count, frame interval, animation style, pad file index, hit floor function, onloaded function. I'm passing in null for both of those and then super dropped at the end. Let's do this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to restore Sprites to its original constructor. So the original constructor in Sprites is, take out that, put that there, put that there. That, as I recall, is the original constructor. Got this called a read offsets. That shouldn't make any difference at all either, but I'm just going to comment this out for now as well. So that's the only real difference that I can see, this additional default parameter here at the end. All right, let's see what that does. And 40. This I feel like is going to solve the problem. No, still no weapons. What am I missing?
17 plus 6 hits with 3 piercing damage.
Let's get rid of super crops right there. So no constructor. Constructor restores to where it was before. Like that. Everything is now in here should just be the same except for comments inside this lower level engine. Now my hunch is I'm totally looking in the wrong place. Just none of this feels like this is going to work. This change looks good and safe. This change looks pretty reasonable. This is no longer called. This should always resolve to 0. If there are any problems here, we'd see them in the console. If there are any errors there. Now this is on 2 lines, but it should be exactly the same. In fact, let's do this just to verify that's the case. Discard those changes. Okay. I'm having trouble imagining how this change could impact this. Yeah, I'm kind of like wanting to undo these two as well. But yeah, let's just double check all this. Empty cache and hard reload. No dagger. Oh, what the heck is going on, kids? All right. What else can we undo here? Let's do, fine. I'm going to get rid of these
6
and get rid of these up here. I'm going to discard both of these in Dragon Game. Discard that. Yes. And now what do we have? We're down to this change. Yeah, read off says never called now. We've got that commented out. We've got a bunch of pushing zeros in offsets X and Y. So that should all work there. Getting the frame index to the one we're drawing. That shouldn't be a problem. Fine. I guess we'll get rid of this as well so it matches the new call. Or maybe just go into Dragon Front Game and make that change manually. Okay. So now we got something different here. So that one looks good. Startup, this all looks okay. Yeah, there's just nothing here that would explain why we're no longer seeing weapon strong. Okay.
+6. It's a hit with 6 piercing damage.
Something else is going on. That's kind of what I'm thinking at this point. Let's also, I'm gonna send this out. Do the same thing here. This all looks good. Why would it not work?
+7 +6. That is a hit with 5 piercing.
You know what? I'm going to think about this for a second. I'm going to do a be right back. I'm going to step down to my machine. I'll be back like in like about a minute, and we'll see decide what to do then. Be right back. All right. New idea. Let's figure out where we're trying to find the weapon to display it. I wonder if something's happened with the name. Which would mean it would make it hard to find it. And that's right now, I think, the only thing I've got left in terms of, you know, what's going on with this. These magic names look right to me. I mean, the weapon names look good. So everybody's weapon's not working now, is that right? Yeah, nobody's weapon is loading. Alright, let's go figure out why that's not happening.
18 plus 8, it's a hit. With 4 piercing plus 5 fire damage.
Let's see what the windups are right here when we call add windups. Make sure those calls are coming down. All right, here we go. Let's bring up the dagger. So that's not what I'm expecting. Add windups comes in with dagger. Let's try that instead. No windups are coming down. It's the problems in my C# side of things. That makes no sense. Let's go hunt it down. Figure out what's going on here. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Let's do a refresh of the cache here. It doesn't make any sense. Add windups. Where are you coming from? Add windups from string. Add windup. Coming in from add windup. Okay. Let's go over into our D&D app. Called from here. Called from a couple places. All right, we can set a breakpoint here. Just gonna run it. Like, what do you want to bet? It just works. And I'm not able to find a reproducible case on here. That would be tricky. Alright, here we are. We're up and running. Throwing that on another monitor. Let's go hit the club button. Here we go. Well, that's clearly got some data. Okay, run it. Ah, it just works. Oh my god. Oh my god. What was happening? Is it possible that there could be a state here that we could get into? It doesn't make any sense at all. I've never seen anything like that happen before. Alright.
13 minus 1.
Alright, back to work.
With 4 bludgeoning damage.
Back to work. Oh my gosh. Alright. So we're going to come back over here. Get rid of that. Loading up the new, using new weapon. Passing in true here. We're going to throw in, is it super cropped? Should that equal to false? Like that. Add weapon, pass in super cropped. Super cropped is equal to false. There it is right there, going into sprites. Yeah, so we're going to set it pass in null, null, and then we're going to throw in super cropped right there. It's the last piece. False right there. We still need to figure out the width and height problem. I guess we'll figure that in a second. Figure that out in a second. But we do need something like if super crowd. Oh no, not here. Sorry. It continues to get passed down into here. There's super crop there going into part. And then we're going to do super cropped. And maybe I won't make it private. We'll just do that. Okay, so there's super cropped. And then if super cropped, we're going to call read offsets. Okay, we're going to get that data. Jeez. Here we go. Refresh. Refresh. Bring up the club. Club works. Switch to the boomerang. Here's where we're expecting to see things all over the place. No, wait, it might actually work. Now that I think about it. Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay, that's actually very cool. This one here, don't worry about the one on this screen because I haven't refreshed this one yet. But the one in the back screen, that's exactly what we wanted it to do. Holy cow. All right, so let's come in here. Let's say, you know, this problem could be caused by OBS's cache too. Even if the refresh, this may not necessarily fix itself. Let's do a refresh on it. See what happens. No, the refresh seems to have fixed it. All right, that's really cool. What's happening now is we're loading up these super cropped images with the exception of the first one. The first one is needed to get the size of the file right, the sprite height and width. Need to find a way around that, but all the others are cropped. right? And they're nice and tight, resulting in a much smaller file size, I think. Let's see if we can actually get a sense. That's 35 megs right there. If I select them all, will it tell us how much I got selected? 290 kilobytes. No, that's just for that one. Never mind. Maybe the cropper can put the large image dimensions as the first line of the offsets file. I like it. I like it. But I just still have to find out how to get that in the right spot. Because that's the only problem.
Seven.
When I say get it in the right spot, I mean get it in the right spot in the
That's a
code.
hit.
That's awesome.
7. Bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Man, it was crazy chasing after that bizarre behavior. Yeah, original image size. Let's see if we can find, let's go after that and see if we can find it. That's, I think, happening, where is it, in Sprites? Load images true. Load images, load only one. We call on image loaded. On image loaded, here's where we set the sprite width and height. That's when the first image is loaded. Let's go look at the part again. I want to see the order in which we're loading things up in the constructor. Load images. So we read this first. So I don't know if I can count on this or not, but what I'd like to be able to count on is if I make a call, if I initiate an XML HTTP request before I make a call to load images, that this is going to come back before the image load will be. I want to count on it. It makes sense to me that it would be likely because I imagine they're both using a similar mechanism, essentially some kind of request to go get the data off of the server. And this one's initiated first, and this one's going to be smaller. It's going to require less data to bring in than the image for the file. So I would assume this would come back first, which means I could come in here. If that were the case, when this comes back, I can come in and get those coordinates and set them so that I can then set them to some value somewhere. And then at the end of the process, now, here, let's go back over to Sprites. Here, in this space here, when the image is done loading, I can say, well, if this dot supercropped, sorry, this dot base animation dot supercrop. Here's animation.supercrop, which I didn't make public down in base animation. So I'd have to do that, I think. CodingGlow says if you could always return a promise from the load offsets and then chain the image loading off of that. Oh, I love that idea. I'm not sure how that would screw with your flow though. No, I actually like that a lot. I really like that a lot. Put this here. And then if super cropped, we're going to do this. Otherwise, we're going to do that. And then we come in here and we put this call in here, right there. Load images true. This, we're going to rename this to read offsets and load images. Okay, next the question is, where do we put that data? Are we going to put it at the beginning? Yeah, I think we'll put it at the beginning is what we're going to do. So we'll say, we're going to say, create a Boolean right here. Got my first entry right there. We're going to come down here and we'll say, hey, if first entry, then set that to false, and then we're going to do something right here where we're going to say this dot image size override x is equal to x, something like that, I think. Else, and then these are going to be inside of braces like that. So then we've got this image size override. For each, you will pass you an array index, allowing you to eliminate the first line variable. Sweet, I didn't know that. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, what a great, great language feature. What a great, thanks for that suggestion. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a really cool language feature. I also love how IntelliSense just comes up there and helps you understand what options are available to you. I really, really like that. Yeah, it's a great language feature, a great tooling feature as well. Okay, so we've got our image size override, X and Y. We're gonna pop that in there. So now that's expected to be the first two coordinates. And then we want to, in Sprites, come here and use that instead. We want to say, hey, if this dot base animation dot, did I get it? Didn't make it, I didn't make it a property of that. I should go do that. We'll make it public. Okay, now we're going to say if it's super cropped. Come on, why don't I see it? There it is. If we're super cropped, and we're going to go in and say, grab the base animations dimensions, which will be stored for us. What was it? Override, image override X. And we're going to need to change that X to a width and height. Rename that appropriately. Okay. Okay. So image width and height are the first two properties. Okay, first entry, like that. Remaining entries are the X and Y offsets for each frame. Sweet. What's wrong? Okay. All right, next we need to add that data over here. So let's see, what is the width of this right here? Width is 914, 845. So I need to go to Boomerang and add that at the very beginning. This is going to recover and restore to this. 914. What was it again? 845. Save that. So Boomerang looks good. That data looks good. I can delete this and then come over here and use this. Okay, good. Let's do Magic Back next. Magic Back is right there. Same one, same coordinates here? Nope. 1005 by 911. Okay. All right, and then Magic Front. 1013 by 891. $10.13 by $8.91. Okay, that's what the changes to the data. Let's see how that works. Switching back over here, empty cache hard reload. Here's the dagger, here's the club, and here comes the boomerang. Nice. All right. That code appears to be working. All right, let's go fix the app. So it adds width and height to the very beginning. Yeah, that's really nice.
14 plus 7. That's a hit.
Cool.
With 5 lightning damage.
Okay. Opening up that app right now. So we'll fix this, then we'll apply it to a new set of assets and load those up using the new weapon. Shoot, can we do that? We need to do the old shoot. I have to make a minor change. Super crop the images. Here's where we do get this piece here. This gets the margins. Here's my list of base margins. Then we add the file contents. We just basically need to come up here and add something like this right here. But we need to use the width and the height of one of these files. I think I have I've got a gimmet image size. That's what I want, I think. So image utils dot get image size, and I'm going to pass in files of 0. What's the problem here? Oh. Gotta add that reference. All right. Okay. I don't have a problem if I just do this as a double right here. Let's see, can I do that? And am I going to not have the problem with the typing? How are we doing now? I'll set a breakpoint there. Start. Meanwhile, let's make a backup of the files we're modifying. So let's go with the battle axe, I think. So battle axe is another one that's like, I think, got some great opportunities to save some space. So I'm going to select all of these, copy those to the clipboard, create a new folder, call it backup, paste them there. How are we doing over here with our run? Looks like the run is good. So let's open up. Let's go to the battle axe and take Magic A. Go. Magic A, by the way, do I have that out here? Here we go. Magic A is right here. Magic A is 670 by 600. So those are the first entries we should see inside. Then we should see a number of entries equal to the number of frames, which is about 91. So we should see about 92 entries total inside the file that we generated, with the first entry being 670 by 600. Got a breakpoint there too. So let's hit super crop on it. And do we get the right numbers? No. Shoot, because I'm super cropping first. I need to do it after I super crop. I'm sorry, before I super crop. I have to do this here. My bad. Okay, so we've already destroyed those images, so let's go. It says it's 670 by 600, but I don't think it is. If I double click it, will it open up? Oh, wait, I'm in backup. Hold on. Down here. Yeah, it's cropped it. Okay, so let's go to backup, grab all of these again. There we go. Copy those. Come down and paste them. Paste. Replace. Okay. Delete this guy. There we go. Much better. Okay. Back over here. I want to move this to here. That's what I want. Let it run. Open. Weapons, battle axe. That guy there. Again, the size is 670 by 600. Super crop. Now we should get our 670 by 600. Good. Good, good, good. And then we can just run it. We might want to also send out that data just to verify that we're actually getting that over in this space here. Image size, super crop image size is equal to this dot sprite width times this dot sprite height. It's done. So that we can see the results of this. Okay, so we've done that. Battle Axe Magic A. Let's do 2 more in there. Let's do Magic B. Super crop that. Okay, let's open up Battle Axe. Here's the last one we want to worry about here. Or weapon is what it's called. Weapon 00. Super crop. Okay, cool. Now we've got those pieces. Now battle axe. What we want to do is we want to load that up. It's over in the Dragon Front game. Somewhere in here we're we're loading the battle axe. Should be close by. There it is right there. And I think all I want to do my frame count is going to be the same as what it already is. Looks like it's 91. So we're going to say 91. And then I'm going to also say true to this. So we're going to pass in another parameter there in load weapon, which is going to be this super cropped piece right here. Just to make sure that's working. So there's super cropped there. Add weapon, frame count, super cropped. And I think that's all I got to do. I think that's it. All right, let's come in here, do a refresh. Fred's got the battle axe. Well, it looks like it's working. I'm seeing it. I don't see the magic on top because Fred doesn't normally have the magic. There's the image size, 670 by 600. That's it right there. It looks like it's working. It looks like it's totally working. I'm not able to test it out on the live stream because the live stream seems to be caching the images. So what you're actually seeing here is in front of Fred is the old way of doing it because we haven't updated the stream. That's the new way right there. So they're essentially indiscernible, but using a lot less data, or seemingly a lot less data. I haven't done an actual comparison yet after throwing PNG Gauntlet at it, but I anticipate the results to be good because it's now got a lot less. At least the size of the image is smaller. Depending on the compression algorithm, it may be that we don't see significant gains. But there may also be performance gains because we're drawing a smaller image, so we're changing fewer bytes. In fact, that should actually be something that we might be able to see some noticeable difference in. I'm not sure how to test that at this point, but it's a possibility. Okay, so with that, not bad. Pretty good show. Thanks so much, Coding Gorilla. I appreciate your assistance out there. Totally helping us out. Just what I needed. Let's get a raid going, and I'm going to get some lunch. And thanks so much, kids. Really appreciate you guys joining us. Send you over to Bald Bearded Builder. Have a good day, kids. Say hi to him for me. Oh, Coding Gorilla, no show tomorrow. No show. In fact, no show till Saturday. Next 3 days, I'm taking off, so I won't be doing the show. I'm going to the States to get my vaccine. Chips SF Gaming. Goodbye, Chips SF Gaming. We'll see you next Tuesday or on Saturday if you want to join us for our Sudoku coding algorithm completion on Kidscode. All right, I'll start up the raid here, and we'll see you then. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you around. Thanks, Coding Gorilla. You guys be safe as well. See you later.